Gemini, hello, hello. Welcome to Open Road Tarot. I am your divine homie TJ, and we're going to get into your reading for the week of June 4th. This has already been a crazy kind of last few readings for the other signs. Some of the energies that we've had has been really about being level headed and kind of getting what it is that you need. Here you have Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck, or in the split deck here. But let's just get right into it. Again, if you resonate with any of this, I always ask for an exchange of a like, share, or comment for these readings. Go ahead and hit that notification button so you always know when I am um, on. Uh, so let's just get into it. I've already shuffled these cards, but I've been trying to. People want to kind of see me do it um, on the camera, so I am doing that um, so that you all know that we're not just pulling any old kind of thing, right? I hope you've been having an amazing week and day. Gemini, this is your month. This is the stuff. Oh, I'm going to do that over again. This is your month. Do that over again. That wasn't good. Interesting that I did that. I feel like you're trying to piece things together. You're trying to get yourself aligned. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, you're trying to get, like, you see how I'm doing this right here? Things are not lining up. Things are not lining up, and it feels like it's kind of bending you out of shape. It's crazy that I'm trying to shuffle. I just literally shuffled these about 3 times before I started, and now I'm doing it, and they're getting stuck. You are not aligned right now. I'm just gonna hold this like this for a second. You are not aligned right now, and we're gonna figure out. I guess we know what the overall energy is, right? We're gonna figure out why. Thank you. We're gonna figure out why um, you are the. Wow. I'm not gonna. That just fell too. We're gonna figure out why you are not aligned. Spirit. Oh, Spirit. Let me know what's going on with Gemini. Let me know what's going on with Gemini for this week. Let me know what's going on with Gemini, Spirit. Let me know what's going on with Gemini. One more card, please. Go here. Let's see what's going on with you, Gemini. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Can't make this up. Okay. Your overall energy. Okay. You have the Two of Swords here. Okay. You're blinded. You're stuck in decision making. You're blinded. You're. Oh, the word I want to say is jaded. Interesting. I don't know why you'd be jaded, but subconsciously you're not aligned. Like you're kind of just like, I'm just here. I'm just sitting here by the water. But you're not aligned. So we I promise you we can't make this up. Okay, the Two of Swords, right? And you're not even your whole self. You have the crescent moon there. You're not even a full moon. Okay, I love Brandy. I'm not even gonna front. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie. All right, since you've been walking up in these places, someone has been giving you the eye. Okay, for y'all know. Listen, y'all know when I come here, I'm a music baby. I quote. I got the musical Tourette's. Not to offend anybody when I say that, but like songs just pop into my head. That's how the way sometimes how spirit talks to me too. It's giving very much. You're not even a full moon, but You've been walking around in places where you probably should not have been. You are off. I'm sorry. I know you like. I'm not watching this. TJ is dragging me, and we haven't even got into anything. But you're off. You're off. You are not aligned. Okay? You are not aligned. That is the overall energy here. Here are the challenges that are coming on. You've been giving way too much of yourself. You've been giving your energy, your time, your money. Okay? You you've just been like, sit here, yeah, you get a car and you get a car, you get some coins and you get some coins and you get some this and you get just all over the place because that's also in your nature too, right? You have two kind of like sides to you, Gemini. You have the giving, loving, nurturing. Oh my God, this is the best person in the whole world. But then you also have the I can't make this up, right? You have the giving, loving, but then you also have the I don't see it for you over here, right? You have that side of you where you give somebody that cold shoulder real quick, and with that justice card, be like, you'll be like, no, justice was served. I said what I said, and it ain't changing over here. Figure it out. You could be very you could be just, but you could be also very cold shoulder with it too. All right, and you have these six of pentacles here, okay, where you've given more to one person. You have the three of them over here, one for you and two for you. You're still on a line. Maybe you've been giving more to your work. Are you in a relationship? Maybe you're in a relationship and you've been giving more to your job. You've been giving more to your job, or you've been giving more to something else that you are invested in. Maybe you're in investment. Maybe you're a banker. Maybe you're into real estate. Maybe you're into um like maybe like trips, like you book trips for people. You're a travel agent, okay? And I'm seeing that very much you are giving and giving and giving and giving, and you're kind of like imbalanced over here. Can't make that up, right? Queen of Swords is over here. You have the Queen of Swords here, okay, with your energy here. And I want you to understand that you have the power to kind of figure it out. You have the power to figure it out. You can definitely go from what am I doing to okay, I know exactly what I need to do, right? You can go from the Two of Swords to the Queen of Swords. And again, these are genderless, so I'm not calling you a queen, but the energy of a queen in this card is that very much insightful and very mature in what it is that she is doing and leading and guiding, all right? With that one sword, right? You got these two swords. They heavy as hell. Look at it. Going all the way almost off the cards, right? Be a queen. Don't get mad at me for saying that. Be a queen. All right. You have the Queen of Swords here, and of course, the story goes right here where it's just like where you focus your energy. That's where it'll be, right? So that money that you're looking for, also you're not being a good steward um over your money, and and I don't understand why I'm getting this, but like it's like you have money, you're making money, you're good, but you're not being a good steward over it. You're not necessarily figuring out how to yeah, that makes so much sense, right? With the six of wands over here, right? You're not being a good steward, or maybe you're partying, maybe you're going out all the time, maybe you're traveling, maybe you're trying to invest in people, places, and things, right? But you're neglecting the other part of that, which is balance, home over here. Thank you, Spirit. Right? Where like take care of home first, right? Before you start splurging all over here for yourself, right? You know? So you're not being a good steward. Okay, you're not being a good steward over there. Hello. Let's get some more on here on this incoming energies you have, right? Let's see what here. You have the Page of Cups over here, right? You have the Page of Cups, and then you have the Chariot. Okay, you cute or whatever. You're attractive. You're very attractive at this time. Um, and it's kind of like you got that one fish, right? You definitely got that person on your mind. Um, but like you you can't do both. You can't do both. You know what I'm actually getting? This is work and this is home. This is work and this is home. That's what I'm getting. It's like I had a I love you. You know I love you. You know I'm taking care of you, right? You're talking to the fish. Maybe you're dealing with a Pisces, right? Maybe even Aquarius you're dealing with. You know I love you. You know I got it. Like I'm taking care of you. I'm doing all of this for you. I'm doing all of this for you, right? Because I love you. I'm doing all this because I love you. Okay? But you really have been, you maybe you've been traveling. Maybe work has been making you travel. All right? And even though you have the two I call them lines, but they're splinters. I forgot what they're necessarily called. There's two homes. There's two. I even see like there's two places here. There's two homes. You're split between two places right now. Maybe you're traveling back and forth. Maybe work has you traveling a lot, and you're not always home. Okay, this reading I feel like is dealing with home for you. Mm-hmm. Is dealing with home for you. You need to take care of home. You need to take care of business at home because it is falling apart, and you're splitting your home. You're splitting the home that you have built for yourself. I know you got to work. I know you have to travel. I know there's a lot excuse me, that is required of you, but hmm, you are definitely not taking care of home, and I don't want that to be your demise, right? We want good things at home. Yeah, I don't want that to be you, Gemini. You look at all these swords coming up in here. Look at all these swords. You have the Five of Swords. You have the Queen of Swords down here, right? And you have the King of Swords. You need to kind of like figure out what are you going to do. You have to kind of figure out like what are you going to do? Are you going to kind of like tell these people, hey, I can't tonight. I got to go home. Hey, you know what? I need to stay inside for a little bit because there's some things I need to take care of, right? I need to build up my home. I need to be a king over my home. Maybe you are a father. Maybe you are a single parent. And you've been leaving your kids home with grandma and granddad and the godparents and or maybe even maybe you have a little fur baby, right? Maybe you have a little fur baby and you've been leaving your dog with your bestie or whatever, and your dog is being neglected. Okay. Right, but like this energy is dealing with you needing to make a decision to leave some things behind so that you can come back home and build up and get things in order. That's why you're out of alignment. You need to, Spirit is calling you to an alignment to get things in order. Let's go right into some advice that Spirit will have for you. Okay? And I'm sorry, I'm kind of, Lord, look at that. I'm kind of not necessarily rushing. Look at these swords. I can't make this up. All these swords that be coming in here for you. My I feel like my mic is gonna die, so I want to make sure that I get everything out for you um, before that happens. So just bear with me. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, what advice do we have? hmm What advice do we have for Gemini? Oh, thank you, Spirit. Sorry, everything just be falling. You are just falling apart, aren't you, huh? Okay, and these are from the the Akamara, oh my gosh, I can't speak. The Akamara Tarot. I love her stuff, and it just speaks a little differently to the tarot. So I use the traditional tarot. I say this all the time. I use the traditional tarot to kind of like get an idea of what's going on in your path, and then I use these tarots to kind of figure out what spirit is trying to tell you. I'm also going to pull from the oracle here, the Arcana Oracle. She also makes this deck. I'm going to pull one card for you and get this energy. Grit. Mm-hmm. Here we go. Grit. Okay, I want you to see this really quick. When a needle falls into a well, many people will look into the well, but few will go down after it. My goodness. My goodness. I want to read that again for the people in the back, for the Gemini in the back who's acting like this reading is not for them. When a needle falls into a well, many people will look into the well, but few will go down. Okay, will go down, will go down. Okay, and you know what? I do apologize. I left. I left from the last reading. Taurus, they had flare, but I'm looking at it, and Taurus had a lion, and you have a cat. Hmm. How interesting is that? Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. So look, those tears that you're crying, oh, if I could just, oh, if I wish I could, oh, you have all these swords in here, all right? You have all these swords in here. And Spirit is saying, stop with the crying. Stop with the crying, all right? Speak well of yourself. Speak well of yourself and make a decision. There's people in your ear, and you need to kind of like cut that out. This whole reading is giving, cut it out. Cut it out. Okay, Gemini, cut it out. That's what it is. You got people in your ear, and you just speaking everything that they say. Well, people say this and people say that. And I'm really trying to work hard at what it is that I'm trying to do. And my boss and my manager said if I don't make up the time this week, then I may not get the bonus. And all that gossip at work, all that your house needs to get in order. Your house is falling apart, Gemini. Spirit wants you to cut all that talking out and that gossip. I don't know what gossip is going on. I don't know. Maybe there's a rumor going on. Honestly, I feel like maybe your person at home is thinking you cheating or that you hooking up with somebody. Because all of a sudden it's like you're never home. All of a sudden you hanging out with this one particular person all the time. Spirit is saying cut that out. It's going to ruin you. Okay? It's going to ruin you. Okay? You have these two horses here. Okay? I'm gonna make sure that this is in focus for you. You have these two horses here, and they're kind of looking at each other, but they're going different directions. They're being pulled in different directions. Okay, and Spirit is saying, which way you gonna go? Hmm. Spirit is asking you, which way are you gonna choose? Which thread of life, which path are you going to take? Choose a path. Choose a path. Okay, and stick to it, right? There's a passage that said there's a way that seems right to a man. Okay, you need to choose it and stick to it. Is it home or is it work? Huh? Is it building yourself up and aligning yourself, or is it work? Or is it networking and friends and clubs and parties? And well, maybe you just graduated college, maybe you're in a fraternity. And I know I have friends who are in fraternity, and I know there's a lot of things where like I gotta beat it, I gotta beat it. But like, and now we have all this stuff going on with people denouncing their fraternities and their houses and stuff like that, which is kind of crazy. But really, choose. What are you trying to do? Spirit wants you to make a decision. Okay? Make a decision, because your house is going to turn upside down. All of those things that are surrounding you, all of these decisions and choices and things that are kind of like cutting at you is going to turn your house upside down. And whoever this is, Spirit is saying that they're trapped. I think right now Spirit is trying to reveal whoever is your love interest. This is not necessarily a love reading, but whatever matters to you. It could be family, it could be your mother, it could be your aunt, it could be your grandmother, it could be a female in your life, it could be your sister or someone that you live with. Again, I try not to make these gender specific, but that's what I'm hearing. Where it's like maybe I feel like your mom is sick and you're trying to like, well, I need to work to make sure that I can provide for the family or something like that. And I'm not speaking sickness over your family, but if this does resonate with you, right, that maybe you're working really hard, because there is some things at home that is really has you worried and has you at a disarray and has you unaligned. But Spirit is saying you need to really get in there, because you know it's gonna turn upside down if you don't. You know what I'm saying? And again, like I would like to just mention that these readings always, you are in control. This is not the end all be all, right? You are definitely in control. You just have to choose what it is that you want the outcome to be, right? There is a way that seems right to a man, right? There is a path that seems right. Okay? And I mean, if you take these things with you, right? You really have okay, yeah, spirit. I understand you have a lot of responsibilities, but spirit wants you to kind of let some of that go. If there's a way to kind of balance some of that responsibility off of your chest, off of your shoulder, then let it do it. Let people help you, even if it's not like, yeah, I'll look after the dog or something like that. But like, they're looking after the dog because you have to travel to go see your family and take care of some things back home. Maybe home is away for you. Maybe that's why you're traveling. Maybe home is in a different state or a different country. So you've been traveling a lot to take care of things at home. But like, also work is getting on you too, right? But you could take some responsibilities off your shoulder. You could take some responsibilities off of your shoulder. You can. You just choose not to. You feel like it defines you, and spirit is saying, release some of those. Empty your cups. Empty your bowls. Okay, and even empty yourself. All right, of all of those worries and stresses that are stressing you right now. Spirit wants you to really empty your cup. Okay, empty your cups. Okay, and really find a way to balance the things and the responsibilities that you have. Okay, and finally, again, I can't make this up. You know, even I want to say, even though that this card was illustrated upside down, right? It's kind of like I kind of see it like your head is being dipped into a cup, right? And I see it where it's just like almost like when people get their hair washed. If you're into those kind of things of like taking spiritual baths, I always tell people, take a spiritual bath, or maybe you need a spa day. Thank you, spirit. Like maybe you need a spa day. Maybe you need some time to kind of connect back with yourself before you go back out. And that could be also adding to the reason why you feel unaligned. You haven't taken any time for yourself. So spirit is also saying, to finally just take time for yourself, a spa day, treat yourself to something nice, take some time to meditate, take some time to really get yourself together, and be level-headed before you go back out in these streets, Gemini. Before you go back out in these streets, okay? So listen, I hope you found this reading helpful and that this resonated with you. um whew, I will say this, and I don't necessarily have favoritism or anything like that, but I will say your reading wasn't as dark as some of the other ones. They're all going to be different. But you definitely this week you need to take care of home. If you are traveling, be safe. If you have to go back and forth for work, please be safe. Do not fly on. Well, no, I won't tell you what they're not to fly on, but I was going to mention the airline, but I don't want people, you know, flagging me. Um, but be safe. And again, if you found this reading to resonate, if you resonated with this reading, my words are getting so tied up. Please, I always ask for you to exchange with me in a like, a share, a comment. You also hit the notification button and subscribe to find out when I'm always going to have my readings. Again, I do these every week. At least I'm going to try to do these every week for you. And Gemini, again, I am your spiritual homie. And take care of home. I will see you here next week on the next one. Ashe.